Blessed afternoon, collective. Woo! The energy is wicked today. Wicked with an H. Man, I'm just like not here. I haven't been here. I don't know where I am, but it's not here. It's somewhere in the ether. It's just been daydream central and kind of bouts of just anxiety, I want to say. There's this immense building of pressure and a desperation to release, and it's now that Pluto's in Aquarius, this very near aspect of Mars entering Cancer is just, it's the pot's on, the stove is on. Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. Mars is fire, it's masculine, it's forward moving. Cancer is water, cardinal, feminine, and it's very closed and kind of tightly compressed. That's the feeling right now, especially. And it's the divine storm. Everything is aligning to turn up the heat in this pressure cooker of an atmosphere we're in right now, energetically. And it's just, I mean, if you're breathing air, if you are existing on this planet in this time, which we all chose and intended, that's why we incarnated here, that's why we're here, you're feeling it. You are feeling it. I am feeling it. I've been trying to just ground, but I am at peace with non-peace, right? Just allowing the disturbance, and my understanding, my impression is that's my role. That's what at least this self, myself, is here for. I'm here for it, essentially. I'm here for it. I'm here to witness, to be lovingly present with this disturbed and uncomfortable energy. And it's so much screaming for expression. It's just souls screaming for release. I can hear like the tea kettle, that sound, because it's that much pressure. And that's sort of the effect of Mars in Cancer, is it's heating up. It's fire applied to this water, and it's a lot of water. And it's like it's heating that Ace of Cups, and it's boiling. The lid is rattling, it's boiling over, it's sizzling, it's scalding, it's all kinds of shit. It's the boiling point of energy, the boiling point of emotion. It's people dying to express some truths, to unburden themselves. That's the feeling. I'm feeling that 10 of Wands, just, I gotta get this off my chest. Like, I gotta go to a confessional. It's a confessional feeling energy to me of, this is burdening me, keeping this in, this truth, this emotion. I just have to tell somebody. I have to let it out, to let off this steam. And it's not gonna do to blow off steam in the other ways that we used to, that were distractions and compensation. No, this has to come out. This has to be expressed. This truth, this emotion that's been kept in, when you withhold that energy that wants to flow, and actually in the 5D has already flowed, when you try to keep that back and it festers, it creates this immense sensation of friction. There is friction. Somebody mentioned that in a comment. It's exactly on point. There is so much friction energetically in the atmosphere right now, and it's just it creates a desire, an instinct, an urge, a compulsion for release, to seek some form of relief. And right now, all of the other methods of relief, they're not doing it. No, it's not working anymore. That's that slipperiness of Pluto and Aquarius. We can't, there's no other option. We can't do the bullshit thing. We can't keep burying it under whatever it is, work, drugs, instant gratification, doom scrolling, binge whatever. It's not working. We have to let this out. It wants to come out. So I'm going to pull on this energy because this is my way of letting this come out. It's a feeling of tension. And yeah, it's just that breaking point, boiling point energy. For whatever reason, I've been in this daydream all day that there's some girl, I've only ever seen her like twice. She works at a stationery shop in town. Yes, she's very beautiful, and I kind of had thought about, I don't know, saying something, and that was weeks ago, and all of a sudden today, it's like that is coming up of this boiling of, where did that come from? All of a sudden, shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Guess we'll find out. But I'm pulling on the energy of right now. It's the angle of Mars moving into Cancer, combined with the influence of Pluto and Aquarius. So there's other things happening too, but that's my specific angle. And I'm pulling on essentially the soulmate cycle, but it is the general energies of how is this affecting the soulmate cycle, which is, again, itself reflected in the broader societal energies. So it plays out kind of the same way at every level, but this is like my little sample. It's the subsection, it's the sample kind of thing. And oh my gosh, there's so much energy. It's like lights flashing all over the place. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom, crossed by Eight of Cups. Holy smokes! With I gotta do this one at a time. Okay, hang on. Queen of Pentacles crossed by Eight of Cups. I mean, it's a walking towards the Empress energy, but it's also a leaving behind of that thing that was stability. It's leaving the pentacle behind. And especially with the Knight of Swords underneath, which is a little bit of a speedometer of this energy. It's these things, this realization of emotion within ourselves, of unhappiness within ourselves, is creating this urge, this urge for things to come to balance. It's driving, it's a driving force. If Pluto is that water slide, Pluto in Aquarius is sort of that, the water slide is running now. It's slippery when wet. Mars moving into Cancer is like a deluge coming down. Suddenly there is just a flood flowing down this water slide. There was a dam at the top that just broke, and it's rolling. And it's all coming from the soul. The soul is lit. It is wide awake and communicating the urgency of this, there's just this desire to unburden. This to me is, in part, it's about an inability to be distracted, leaving behind the things that we used to sort of cling to and distract ourselves with, but it's also like that laser focus on the 9 cups. You walk away from 8 cups because you're walking towards 9 cups, and the feminine energy is the 9 cups. There's a lot of emotion in this, but it's urgent. 7 of Wands. Wow, with 6, wow, this stayed the same. Okay. 7 of Wands, bookending Queen of Pentacles. Can't fight this feeling anymore. Can't fight this feeling anymore because the 6 of Wands is directly underneath, and its heart chakra ripped the fuck open. It's just it's a bleeding wound in the heart chakra. It's so much emotion, and it's a lot. It's more than people are used to and more than they know how to handle, and there's some defensiveness to it. It's trying to push it back in, but it's not working at all. It's just not. I mean, it's like trying to push a flood back to push a tidal wave back. It's not working, and it's creating this urgency of movement, this undeniable desire to move towards the feminine energy, to release, to let things come to balance. When truths, when emotion are withheld, it's out of balance. It's out of balance energy. That energy in the 5D has already flowed over there, and you're not moving with it. You're working against yourself, against the energy. That puts things out of balance. It's just the time for that to change, for a lot to come up. This is a volcanic eruption of emotion. Yeah, King of Cups, it's a lot of emotion. And that tide is coming in, that it's a tidal wave coming in. He's gonna have to move. No more of this 1 foot on land and 1 in sea bullshit. There's not gonna be any land left. This is swiftly disappearing. It's all water. What's on top? Yeah, it's time to move. And they know where. The masculine energy knows where. Why did that want to peek off? Yeah, because it's the chariot, and the emperor, the balanced emperor, drives the chariot. It's determination, and it's best get to stepping. These, okay, that wanted to come too. Best get to stepping. Best start moving on this journey. The tidal wave has come. Normally this canoe moves very slowly. It's a peaceful, you can kind of take your time, you know, you set the pace. Not when the chariot's behind it. Not when this tidal wave of emotion, this is the card of Cancer, by the way. And it's also, Cancer is the hot spot of the soulmate cycle. It's best get to step in kind of energy, because this wave is coming and you got to do something about it. There's not a choice. Not a choice anymore. Oh my God. Okay. Woo. Give me the soulmate cycle here. Oh, as I just start shuffling, the 5 of Pentacles comes out. Yeah. Best get to stepping, because there's no other option. They've passed by this window countless times, and there's no other open door. There's nowhere else to go, and it's getting fucking cold. It's getting too cold. It's too uncomfortable. Okay. Gotta ground just a little bit here. Whew. Why are we here? We'll start with that. Why am I here doing this? I know, essentially, but what do you want to say? Why am I here? To deliver some kind of message. 2 cards just jumped out. To deliver some kind of message. Ace of Swords. And because there's a lot of messages wanting to be delivered. Wow. 4 of Pentacles. It's a sandwich. We got a Knight of Wands sandwich between pentacles. Clinging to stability, number 1. Clinging to pentacles, clinging to land, like that King of Cups, to what was, is not going to work anymore. It's time for this lesson of vulnerability and following desire. This is undeniable desire. It cannot be withheld anymore. There's a desire to communicate that can't be denied. It's a little bit of that accidental boner energy. I'm not gonna lie, it's what it is. It's you can't deny this attraction, this feeling, this truth, this whatever it is. It's you can't run from this. The masculine energy, I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about energy. The masculine energy has to admit to this. There's no way to hide from it anymore, to keep it held in. It's erupting, it's bursting at the seams. Put these back. And that is the truth, one way or another. I didn't get very far shuffling, but let's cut. Yeah. Okay, well, I cut it and I didn't pay attention to the way I did it, but it's just the truth. How about what's under that? Yeah, 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. There's just no more shortcuts. No more shortcuts, no more bullshit. It's time for a shift. It's time for a change. This is that water flowing down, the Ace of Wands underneath. Passion, undeniable passion. Ace of Wands bookending Ace of Swords. Whew, yeah. That cup's getting super heated. Okay. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of under the influence of, as influenced by Mars moving into Cancer in this current energy. The words don't really matter. It's about the soul. Jiminy Christmas. The other way I kind of felt this was like pipes being cleared out. It's a one of those 2-in-1 cleansing action drain cleaners, whatever. It's some Drano. It's Pluto and Aquarius makes things all slippery, right? It starts to loosen. It's loosening the clog, separating it from the edges of the pipe, essentially. And then Mars in Cancer is that like foaming, pushes everything through kind of action. It's the pressurized follow-up. Okay. It's the card of Cancer. What did I just say? It's just, this is unstoppable. It's absolute determination. It's all encompassing. It's Cancer energy being unclogged. Cancer, it's cardinal water, and it's very emotional. It is an emotional sign, but it's hard also. It's guarded, it's shelled, it's the crab. It has this fear of vulnerability, even though it feels all of this emotion. There's a fear there. That's why it doesn't get along with Mars, because Mars doesn't care what you're afraid of. Mars is about forward action. It's about motion. It's about doing the damn thing. It's time for Cancer to do the damn thing. What is the damn thing? It's feel. It's be vulnerable. It's express. I want to know what's under this. 4 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming. Again, I mean, I can just keep repeating that. It's the masculine energy knows there is a desire. First of all, what is happening in their life, surrounding them, whatever, it's not good. It's been falling apart for a long time. It's been pentacle based. It's been pentacle based and not cup based. And now the cup is flowing. The emotions are flowing, like it or not. That's just what's happening. And it's creating this realization of, this is shit. I'm not happy here. The things that I've been connected to, been married to, people, places, and things. It can be a job. It can be all kinds of stuff. It's not satisfying. It's been the security blanket, and I've been clinging to it because that's what I thought was right, because of all this core programming, because that's what the core programming of the masculine energy is in each and every person. And it plays out at every level of the energy. But the core programming of ego is to cling to the physical, to cling to things that appear physically stable. It's about staying safe, staying protected. That's why it's been out of balance. It feels afraid. Without the feminine, it doesn't have that sense of stability that is deeper. It doesn't have that understanding of the greater well-being that is sustained and eternal and moves through all. And so it seeks it externally instead of internally. It's driving to balance, true balance, true stability, the kind that is found with the feminine, within and without. Energy of the connection, strength. There's a lot of fear. There's always fear attached to this, but again, it's the heart chakra being ripped wide open. And the crab of Cancer is flipped on its back, basically. It's an upside down crab. An upside down crab is not a happy crab. That's the, strike the weak point, the weak spot for massive damage. Oh, I can't even talk. It's that. It knows it's exposed, but it doesn't have a choice. It's been flipped over. Mars in Cancer is flipping the crab and exposing everything, all of those soft and squishy points. It doesn't have a choice anymore. It's time to feel. And a part of that is feeling fear, and I can feel it. It's in the atmosphere. Again, this is a part of that pressure, that tension. It's scary how much, it's scary to the masculine energy how much they feel for the feminine, and in general, but specifically for the feminine. That is what I'm feeling. It is terrifying to them, and that's been the thing the whole time. It's scary to masculine energy, to ego, to care, to have genuine feelings about someone, something, anything, to have actual passion. And the whole lesson has been and will continue to be to lean into that fear and follow it anyway, to follow that passion anyway. That's what love is. It's the thing that doesn't make sense, that doesn't feel safe. It's the thing that challenges you to grow and expand and move towards something that is so scary because you care about it so much that you feel like it could break you. But you move towards it anyway. You go find out, you experience, and your whole life is changed. Your heart opens. Your perception, your experience of life itself is altered by that. What's in the 3D? In the 3D physical person. Big changes. Again, it's a feeling of free falling, of just tumbling headlong down a water slide, down a hill. It's the earth has shifted beneath our feet kind of energy, and there's a trying to cling on, but it's just not working. Again, that's the energy of Pluto and Aquarius assisting with this, in addition to other things. But specifically that, it's not working. Everything is shifting, the world is turning, and it's scary, but it's happening. One way or another, it's happening. What's in the soul? Yeah, because the soul is fucking flowing. This is that boiling cup. I'm telling you, this is scalding hot. This is hot, red with strength, which is fire energy. It's Leo energy. This is a hot, boiling, cascading cup. It's not just flowing, it's boiling over. That's what's happening. And it's in the soul. I love this. But it's like the sensation of too much emotion for anybody who isn't accustomed to feeling emotion. Any amount of emotion is too much, right? Any amount of emotion is, oh my God, what is this? What am I feeling? Let me stuff those feelings back down inside. Oh my God, I can't. It's not working. I'm trying to put the lid on the pot and it's all just, it's boiling out everywhere and my hands are getting scalded, and yeah, that cup is hot and it's not going to stop flowing. This is literally, I love tarot and I love energy reading so much. This is literally the description of that deluge coming down the water slide. of it is just a massive, unstoppable, undeniable flow of emotion, of water, of energy, and it's carrying, it's just taking people and leveling whole towns. It's just knocking everything down. I love it. It is beautiful. What's the hidden message of the universe? The moon. This is the fear. It's read directly with strength. It's fear. And it's bringing a lot to the surface. It's with this much water flowing, it's bringing a lot of deep-seated, again, those deeply repressed fears and emotions to the surface. And finding all of that stuff, it's you know, it's a little bit of that, what was happening to me. I endeavor to flow with the energy, to express. So this is a fairly minor example, but of suddenly, you know, I had these whatever feelings about this girl that I've seen twice, and suddenly that came up, seemingly out of nowhere, just sort of stirred up and rose to the surface, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit of, where did that come from? I didn't think well, it was in there, so it came up for me to look at it. The masculine energy has repressed so much emotion that this, again, it's just erupting. It's that feeling of too much emotion, but it doesn't matter. It's happening anyway. And feeling that much, again, is scary. I mean, this is fear. Technically, this is separate from the rest of the reading, but it is read with the strength card. It is fear read with strength. It is the opening of that heart chakra is really scary for them. And it's a lot of things. It's not just related to the soulmate connections. It's everything. It's just looking at the way that we live, the way we operate as a society, the way we treat each other, the way we've structured our entire lives, the way we've structured life globally. It's, you know, we're feeling a lot of things about this. We got the big feels coming. Whew. Which way is the wind blowing? Final outcome card, read with the world. Oh my God, this is good. No, I like this. I like the devil here. It's read with the world. This is changing. This is why it's all so scary, because we're looking at this stuff and going, oh my God, I'm not happy. I don't like this. And that stuff over there that I do like, that I can't pretend anymore, is something I don't care about, is what I really want. It's all driving. Again, turning up the pressure on that pressure cooker, turning up the fire on that stove, so we can't sit in this anymore. We can't sit in this shit. It's just, the shit isn't sticking. That too. This is being dislodged. It's strength being had over the devil, literally. The world is angel energy. I really like this. It's a clearing out. It's also the card of Capricorn, and so it's significant to me that Pluto, you know, slips back into Capricorn in a couple of months at a very destructive degree, at the 29th degree. It's the end of Capricorn. All of this is just, it's perfect. It's at the very, very early degrees of Aquarius, which allows it to slip back into Capricorn, and it's like a loosening of that devil energy. This is, Pluto in Aquarius is this flood of angel energy, and angel energy is kind of, it's sort of slippery. It's viscous, like Steve's Love Tarot describes it as a goo, and it is kind of like that. But I mean, it's the goo that softens and that slides underneath the devil energy and just sort of loosens it. And it's not just breaking it loose, it's encompassing it so it can't connect to anything. It has nothing to hold on to anymore. There's no more traction, and it's just being swept away. And it's trying to cling on, which is creating this urgency, this fear, but it's flowing. It's all flowing. I really like that. That's really nice. What am I clarifying with? Okay, yeah, it is the witches. It was almost the animals, but I think they have something else. I think they have something else to say. So it's, let's see. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Just movement. And that urgency for communication, that urgency to unburden the self, to speak, to take some kind of action, although it feels a lot, yeah, crossed by the Hanged Man. Because we've been sitting in this shit too long, and now we can see it. We we can't deny it anymore. 4 of Swords. We've been sitting, no action taken in this shit for too long, but now it's undeniable. We can't unsee, we can't unfeel the desire to move. What are we moving towards? 9 of Cups again. This backs up the earlier pre-shuffle of getting the fuck away out of that 8 of Cups. We can't deny it's not here. The emotional fulfillment is not here. It's this way. We gotta speak it. The Magician crossing the 9 of Cups. It's a massive release of karma, and it's just it's an even more powerful desire to transform, to fix something. All of this guided by the Hermit again, underneath. Look how bright. I feel like it's coming across. This lantern is like the only thing that's even visible. It's just lit. The soul is lit. It is wide awake, and it is saying it's time to change this. It's time to speak these truths, to share this emotion. It's time to transform the way we exist. The masculine energy is desperate for the feminine energy, within and without, at every level. And it's this karma just can't stick anymore. Wide open valves. What's on top? Fucking love it. The King of Cups crossed by the 3 of Cups, or crossing technically the 3 of Cups. It's wide open. Again, wide open flow. There's a tidal wave coming in. It's not just the tide. It's a tsunami. This king is not gonna have any land to stand on. He's gonna have to swim. He's gonna have to swim in this emotion, in this energy. He's gonna have to flow with it, because that's just what it is. There's no other option. Whew. All right, why is the Strength card here? Tell me about strength. Why is it here? We are getting strength over this. Oh, it's not, it's not real easy. I'm not gonna like pretend. It's just, it's happening. It's happening anyway. A town being swept away is not easy. There's a lot to that. There's resistance. The buildings are gonna resist. The people, it's, you know, but it's happening anyway. Why is strength here? No, okay. The Hanged Man, because we can't unsee it. Because he's been in this tree, he's been tied in this tree, but the raven's been pecking the rope, and it's frayed to a thread, and it's about to snap. That's just what it is. It can't go back to the way it was. This is about to drop. He is about to drop out of the Hangman tree. We can't sit in this anymore because we know too much now. We feel too much. What's on top? We feel too much. It's open flow. The valves are open. again, and there's a real desire. There is the sense, the growing understanding that the relief is found in flowing with the energy, in just expressing this. There's a celebration in that. There's the recognition that fear has been holding us back, and fear is what's creating this tension. And if we just say fuck the fear and go with it anyway, we just express it anyway, there's victory, there's liberation, there's celebration in that. When we stop letting fear rule our decisions. What's read with the Three of Cups? Why is that here? Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of passion. I mean, Knight of Wands, it's a strong, steady stream. It's just, I mean, he's coming straight off the card, you know? It's that undeniable passion. It's undeniable. It's becoming just painfully obvious that the thing to do, the thing to get relief, because there's friction here too in this energy, and the way to get relief, to relieve this, is to express, is to be vulnerable, is to come towards the feminine, is to at least speak this truth out loud, to like admit it to somebody else. There's that confessional sort of theme coming back of this just has to come out. It's undeniable, and denying it, which has been possible in the past, is just excruciating now. It's not working. It's not, we can't run from it, we can't stuff it down, we can't distract ourselves. It's just, every time it burns a hole in our chest. We can't stop this. Man. And there's a strong passion here. I can feel it. It's wand energy. It's big wand energy. Why is the world here? Tell me about the world. Tell me about the world card, universe. Why is the world here? Because it's changing? And there ain't nothing you can do about it. All right. I'm here for it. Give me all that smoke. Yeah, it's driven by a higher power, obviously. There are higher things at work, higher cycles happening. This energy has been planned. It's been a part of the clock ticking from the beginning. You know, it's not like aspects get scheduled and added to the schedule, and you know, this is just, it's a part of the cycle. It's cyclical, and it's the way everything is aligning now, and it was always going to align now from the very beginning, the very first tick of this clock. Now was the time that all of these energies were going to fall into place to create this effect. Oh, it's, come on, Queen of Wands. Okay, so it's multiple levels. It's the end of fakey McFakerton, right? The superficial defensiveness, pretending that this doesn't matter, pretending that the feminine doesn't matter, pretending that emotions don't matter, distracting ourselves from them. And it's also just wicked attraction. It's so hot. It's more that heat boiling the cup. It's not just, you know, I kind of like whatever. It's that undeniable electromagnetic pull towards the feminine energy. The feminine energy is hot. And the masculine can't deny it. It just can't be denied. What's on top? Queen of Cups, come on. Again, we're fire and water. We're boiling this cup. It's so much emotion, and it's so much that's been withheld. We boiled this cup dry. Can I put it that way? the cup, she's been sitting there knowing she needs to, there's a lot of emotion that she wants to give, and there's a lot of emotion and love she wants to receive, but she's just been sitting in this heat, this scorching summer desert kind of heat, and the cup has run dry, and now she's just burning up. It's a hunk of burning love. Right? It's so much fucking love and passion and attraction, and God, it's undeniable. And she can't sit in this shell anymore. This shell of emotion is literally this shell of defensiveness against emotion, of pretending, no, I'm fine, I got everything I need. No, she thirsty. She thirsty and horny. She's got to do something, okay? She's got to move. Why is the Queen of Cups here? She's got to move. She thirsty, she horny, her feet hurt, she's tired of sitting in that shell. It's time to get the fuck up and move towards the feminine, to come get this cup filled. It's the Tower, come on. And it's unstoppable. Again, this is, you don't control Tower moments. The Tower falls, and that's it. The lightning strikes. It's an act of God, Source, the universe, the World card, which we are clarifying. It's just something that happens. It's the energies aligning because this is the way it is. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Sorry, but that's, yeah, I'm not sorry. It's time. And the Tower is falling on them. It's that feeling of, yeah, you gotta move. You gotta move. You're getting spanked for this. You gotta move. And there's no going back. Yes, there's an awareness that coming towards the feminine means no going back. And that's been a part of this fear too. But the path that's closing in behind them, there's already no going back. That back has been closed off. Because this cup is boiling. They've had the new perspective. The understanding, the recognition, the conscious recognition that they've been eating shit sandwiches for years. And you're a steak sandwich. The feminine is the real deal. They can't unsee that. They can't unfeel that now. No matter how hard you try to put the Tower back together, it's not working. It's not working anymore. They cannot deny this attraction anymore. The masculine energy, again, every level, doesn't matter. Oh, I love this. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Because it's flowing, obviously. Why is the Ace of Cups here? In the soul, where it belongs. But it's been kept under. It's been kept hidden, repressed for a long time. And so it's exploding. Why is the Ace of Cups here? I don't know why, but I'm getting the image of like a kid sitting with his arms crossed at the dinner table and a plate that just has peas left on it. And the mother going, we're not leaving the dinner table until you eat your peas. That's just what it is. It's just what it is, the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Because it's just flowing. Sorry, not sorry. It's just flowing. We're not leaving the table until you express this emotion. It's coming out one way or the other. That's just what it is. Queen of Swords popped out and landed reverse. I'm not quite sure what to make of that, but it's I want to say it's a little bit of my way or the highway, and my way is the soul flowing. And there is no highway. It's just my way. It's just what it is. Actually, I want that off to the side. Okay, what's on top? The cup is flowing. It's unstoppable. It's divinely aligned. It's just what the energy is. What's on top? The star. Yeah, it's divinely aligned. I mean, this is the universe aligning. So there ain't no more lying. God's source energy bringing in, exposing. She fully exposed. And flowing water is mostly what I'm drawn to here. It's time for the flow of this energy. It's time to express these emotions. We can't keep it in anymore. We can't hide it. We can't avoid taking action on it. We can't deny it. It's flowing. It's cracked the fuck open. That crab is on its back, and it doesn't matter how vulnerable and upset about that it is. It can't get itself out of that position. It's just there. It's gonna have to just be vulnerable and deal with it. What's red with the star? Yeah, there ain't no fighting this. There's no the sun is burning this wall down. There's no fighting this. Resistance is futile. It's red sort of with and reflecting the Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups on the Strength card. The star is red with the Three of Cups on the Strength card. It's just, there's no denying this emotion is flowing, and it's gonna knock down anything in its path. That's just what it is. There's not even time to try to rebuild this wall. The dam is breaking. Nines are the end in tarot. It's the end of keeping this held in. The end of inaction, the end of lying to ourselves, the end of denying the attraction to the feminine energy, the desire for the masculine within and without, because it plays out at every level. It's the desire of the ego to submit to the soul, to the higher consciousness, the consciousness of love, of presence, of intuition, of emotion. The ego desires that. The masculine energy desires that. That desire is undeniable. It's flowing. Can't put a cork back in this. It's like trying to cork the champagne bottle that you shook up, and it's gonna spray. Try to put a cork back in that. Just try. See what happens. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You can't fight the Wheel of Fortune. Why do I want to see what's underneath that? Because it's undeniable attraction. It's electromagnetic attraction. Again, it's trying to keep apart two supermagnets. Yeah. Try with your human hands to keep two superconductors apart from one another. You're gonna get some fingers ripped off. I can promise you that. Why is the moon here? Tell me about the moon. The moon. I don't know why I want to howl at it, but it's that sort of urge. There's a lunacy. It's gotta come out. Why is the moon here? There's a desperation in it. It's that desperation for relief. There's fear, but there is more intense need for release. It's greater than the fear. The passion is greater than the fear. Or rather, the resistance of the passion is more excruciating than the fear is powerful. Okay. Oh, well, okay. We got our two cards, they fell out. 9 swords, anxiety. Again, it's, yeah. The masculine energy does not like having to face what's coming up. And it creates a lot of anxiety. But again, it's the passion is really what's driving this. It's holding this back. It's listening to the fear that's creating this. Because there is a desperate desire. There is a desperation. Look at the desperation on this woman's face. This is not, there's a just urgency and compulsion to follow this magnetic impulse, this draw, to flow with this energy, because it's wide open. It is flowing. It is. And trying to keep it back at bay is excruciating, and it's not working. The things we used to do to distract ourselves, to try to repress this and keep this hidden, it's not working anymore. And it's not making us happy. We're realizing this. It's the I'm gonna have to go towards the feminine, because the alternative isn't working anymore. As much as I feel the fear, this desperation for release is driving me batshit wild, absolutely insane. We had 2 cards jump, and I'm going to take them in this order. It's the Wheel of Fortune again. Cannot stop this. This needs to change desperately. How does it change? By opening up, by flowing, by moving forward with the energy towards the feminine, by letting the emotions come out, by being vulnerable, by the crab on its back just accepting, well, here I am. I am exposed. Let me be fully exposed then. Do you know how liberating that is? It feels so good to just, it's the feeling of going to confessional again, of unburdening yourself, of letting it all out, letting it all hang out. And then you're free, you got no more secrets. There's nothing holding you down. You feel light as a feather. That's what this is. That's what the universe is endeavoring to create with this energy. What's read with the Wheel of Fortune? The Magician. For a total transformation and release of karma, leading directly into the devil energy. It's all connected. It always is. And it is a bit of that just sudden appearance. It's sort of read with the Knight of Wands here of, it takes a brave impulsive action. That's how you move. That's how you let this energy flow. When you're afraid of being vulnerable and expressing truth and emotion, it takes that moment of just saying, fuck it, here I go. To hell with it. Here goes nothing. Just that. And that's what this is trying to create. It's cracking that shell, and it's just, fuck, I'm tired of this. Let me just say this. Let me just tell you. And it comes out a little swordsy. It comes out kind of hard of, let me just fucking tell you I love you. That kind of thing of, you know what? Yeah, I like you. Okay. You're hot as fuck. Can we go out? Okay. I said it. It's a bit like that. I'm not gonna lie, but it's taking a lot to break this loose. And, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all happening the way it's intended. It's creating that boiling point. And when that emotion boils over, it comes out hot. It comes out kind of hot and hard and sharp and all of those things. But the 5 of Swords, because there's a fear. There's still a fear here, and there's a realization that there can't be any shortcuts taken. That there has to be vulnerability. There's no other option. This energy, the masculine energy, is used to being able to find a way around it. There's no way around now, and that's really scary. But 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 it feels so good underneath. It's all soft and squishy. Cancer's hard on the outside, but the inside's all soft and squishy and lovey and dovey. And then look, we got more flow here. And these deep soul connections have softened that hard exterior. And underneath, again, it feels so good. There is that acknowledgement, that undeniable, not just desire, not just passion, not just love, but how good it feels. It can't deny how good this connection with the feminine and moving towards the feminine feels. And yeah, it's a little embarrassing to masculine energy to admit to that, but they don't have a choice. This is the alternative. It's yeah, that does feel really good. And so it's coming out kind of swordsy of, yeah, I fucking love you. Yeah, we're soulmates. Yeah, we got a deep soul connection. I can't deny it. It feels amazing. You hear my voice. It's like that. It feels amazing. Because they're walking towards it, man. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Why is the devil here? Ooh, why is the devil here? Devil's getting right. It's a thirsty devil. It's a tired devil. Devil's had about enough of this rain. Devil's pretty done. Devil is thirsty too. Would like some love, some sustenance. To let go, let down, let his hair down, you know? Let it all hang out. Why is the devil here? Ready for the rise of the feminine. Ready for that loving, nurturing, secure, confident, comfortable energy to just take over, to wash over, wash it all loose. Let it be free. Oh, okay. I love tarot and I love energy. What was I just talking about? It's ready for things to wash loose. It's ready for the feminine energy of emotion, of the soul, to take over. It's the Ace of Cups. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Look at that beautiful sunset in the background. This is a dream come true. It's a dream come true. And it's red with the Queen of Cups. It's that queen who just wants her cup again. She's boiled it dry. She needs some water in that cup. Her feet hurt. She's horny. This throne is hurting her butt. The shell is not comfortable. Who decided to design a shell throne? There's no cushion. It's a pain in the ass, literally. She's ready for this. She's ready to let it go, to let it all go. And it ties directly to the soul position of this is what's happening in the soul, and it's saying the soul is flowing and washing this devil energy away, washing this karmic energy away. No more shortcuts. No more false victories. No more of this bullshit. No more of this fakey McFakerton superficial energy. It's being washed away. This was the devil. The fear. Selling the self short. The fear of vulnerability. The short-sightedness. Not understanding the liberation of just opening up and expressing and coming towards these connections, of coming towards the feminine internally and externally. Not understanding the fear of releasing control, the fear of surrendering control. But what will happen? You let go and you find out. You let go and let source, let the soul guide you, let the feminine energy guide you, and realize you are tapping into that greater stability, this greater being, knowing presence that is taking care of everything. Everything. It's knowing you're good when you surrender to it and you let yourself go with the flow, and you realize the flow is taking you everywhere you want to go. And much more efficiently, effectively, and comfortably than you could ever achieve with all of your efforting and struggle and manipulation and trying to control it. It's just washing it all loose. I love it. What's read with the Ace of Cups? That Three of Wands. That Three of Wands comes back. It's moving. It's new horizons. It's read with the Tower. It's, again, there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to look but this, but forward. There is no back. He ain't turning around. He is laser focused on the feminine energy and getting ready to jump in. He's getting ready to take a swim here again. Why? Well, in part because the land is disappearing behind him. He's actually perched just on this little rock. It's not connected to anything. It's just this little island in the middle of a vast ocean of emotion. And there's nowhere else to go. And he's realizing if he wants some of this sustenance, if he wants to board the good ship Empress, he's gonna have to get wet. He's gonna have to take a swim. There's no way around it. There's no taking a shortcut. There's no rocks to hop on. No canoe that he can take a ferry. He's gonna have to swim. That's what it is. And it's just looking better and better, and I'm drawn directly to the Knight of Wands. Again, it's just, there's passion. This desire is driving the masculine. As much as there was comfort and stability and security in clinging to land, and as much as there's been a fear of leaving this position, the absolute desire, compulsion, drive to flow with this emotion and flow towards the feminine with the feminine energy is overcoming that. It's overcoming that. It's the flood coming behind this guy, pushing him off the rocks. He's gonna get wet anyway. Either way, it's get hit by the tidal wave or jump in the water and let it wash over you. It's happening one way or another. Yeah, no matter how defensive, this can't be pushed back anymore. Because it's time to come to balance. It's time to get done with the bullshit. To let go of the bullshit. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and to move towards liberation. Can't distract ourselves from this anymore. No more false release, false. It's felt like a liberation, like an escape. We've been able to escape this emotion before in other ways by distracting ourselves, again, burying it in other stuff. No more of that. No more. Not possible. Because every time we do, this Nine Swords comes back and it's excruciating. It's time for actual liberation, and what that means is flowing with the energy, is confessing, is being vulnerable, is expressing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Final message from the universe. What else you want to say about this? Anything else? I'm gonna take it from the bottom this time. What else do you want to say about this? Whew, okay, well, I guess I'm not taking it all from the bottom. Never mind, we got cards jumping all over the place here. So, Jesus Christ, I got 3 cards jump out with Judgment as the base energy, the crossing energy. What do we have here? Okay, they're going in this order. Queen of Wands, and that I picked up because just taking them the way that I picked it up. The way that I flipped this card was in reverse. It's Judgment, crossing 7 cups in reverse. There's no more confusion here. This is absolute. There's nothing confusing about a horn being blown in your ear. There's absolute clarity attached to that. And it's clarity brought by the universe, by spirit, by God's source, whatever you want to call it. It's absolute clarity. There is one clear choice on this card. And there's no denying, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why? Because again, the attraction is too fucking strong. Queen of Wands, 3 of Wands, pulling straight back to the pre-shuffle. It all wraps back around. It cross-checks and supports itself. The pre-shuffle and the final card out for the clarifier. That Ace of Cups is flowing. It's delicious. It's magnetic. The attraction is undeniable. It's a boiling point of energy that isn't going to stop. The choice is clear. It's Judgment with the Queen of Swords underneath, and underneath that is the Knight of Cups. And the Ace of Swords underneath that. The choice is clear. No more of this inaction sitting on our hands. It's time to flow with the energy. It's time to let the cups loose. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, the cards want to move. It's just what it is. This energy wants to flow, and it's not taking no for an answer anymore. Because it's absolutely clear what the desire is for the masculine. The masculine energy, the ego energy wants to, desires to, has a burning passion to move towards the feminine because of this deep, deep, undeniable, unsatiable love within and without. This is my personal experience internally of my own Emperor and Empress energy. This is the way it feels. It's been this burning desire for the feminine. And once it surrenders, once it realizes and accepts its own wants, its own passion, its own desire for self, it's just love. It's so much love and appreciation and devotion and just open flow and acceptance and receiving and knowing that all is well, that we are nurtured, we are sustained in self, we are eternal, we are adored, we are appreciated. Everything is good. Everything is good and feels good. And it's all driving to this. That is the reading. I hope you enjoyed. That was profoundly enjoyable for me and definitely resonated. I intend it resonates. I intend it is of the highest benefit. Let me know. What do you think? How does this reflect in your existence? How does it resonate? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you feel like. But this is beautiful energy, and it's carrying us forward into the next thing. It's all aligned like dominoes, and they're getting ready to all come down. The whole shebang is about to pop. So have a fantastic evening. Beautiful collective. You are delicious and delightful. And always and always, through every vector of time and space, I fucking love you.